What's up?
What have you thought of the response the last couple of days from guys and just how you've gone after it?
I mean, what are you supposed to do when you get punched in the mouth sometimes? Put your hands up next time. Learn from it. You know? I mean, the season ain't over. That wasn't the last game. We still got plenty more opportunities to prove who we are. You know, we just got to own up to the tape and take advantage of it. That's all.
You guys were up 7 though in the second half. I mean, what kind of changed? I mean, how did that game flip in your eyes? Because it felt like you still obviously could have won the game.
I mean, the tape says everything. Anybody who knows football, they can kind of tell for themselves, but it's more so in the sense that everything was execution, everything was in our part, everything was controllables in our end. If we can control the controllables at the end of the day, control our effort, our aggression, our violence, our discipline, you know, eliminate the stupid stuff and stuff like that, including me, everything would have been just fine, you know. But once again, learning opportunity.
How do you the penalties in that game? You know, there were 4 of them on defense, that 15-yarders that contributed to scoring drives. So, what's the approach for you guys moving forward from that?
The same approach we had always. It's a tendency, right? You win 3 in a row, you know, tendency to kind of, even though you're not doing it fully, but a tendency to kind of stray away from the process a little bit. Everybody's guilty of it. You know, everybody start worrying about the tiny details that really got us there, and it showed. So, like, now there's no wholesale changes to do. It's nothing like we got to start bringing in motivational speakers or anything else as such, or having a big old team meeting talking about things that we already know. No, we just go back to the things that work for us, put us in those positions where we can succeed. So, once again, wasn't any wholesale changes to be made. We just got to fix the little things and go back to what we believe in.
You guys have had such an emphasis on creating turnovers, and when you got flagged, I mean, it looked like you're trying to get the ball out, even if it was late. In that part of the game, and then also in tackling, where you know you have to hit a guy, and you're trying to get the ball out. How do you balance that of, you know, playing fundamental defense, doing the right things, but also creating turnovers?
I mean, dominant contact. That's what we preach all day. What happened to me, I'm not even going to address it. It happened. Learn from it, you know. But just trying to be aggressive each way you can, each snap of the ball. So, like, when you try, first of all, you got to hit the man. But that's why we always try to preach running to the ball. So the first dude that hits him, the second guy come in and strip the ball out. I mean, Johnny had a prime example of that last Friday night. So he had a prime example. He was the second man in, and he ripped the ball out. So that's what we always try to do. But once again, not even going to address that. That just happened.
What's the key to slowing down Purdue's rushing offense this week, and how big will that be for you guys?
Doing everything that we can do in the sense where, once again, being aggressive, being violent, being disciplined. Once again, ain't no wholesale changes needed to be done with us. Everything is about us. So how hard we play with the same effort and everything else that we did in the previous 3 weeks, yeah.
Today's your intense day of practice. I mean, how was it today? I mean, you guys get after it pretty hard today, getting back to work.
Once again, how you supposed to respond? Get punched in the mouth. You know what I mean? If it was any different, then we frauds. So everybody to come out there with their hard heads and say, like, okay, we let that one slide, but let's not let another one go.
You're right, jumped in there and played well. What stood out to you about him and how he's embraced your guys' process since you joined the program?
I mean, I was really proud to see honestly. I mean, that's a big role to fill, big shoes to fill. But once again, like, he stepped up to the plate. And that's something that we all appreciate for everybody. Matter of fact, that's a prime example that we can teach everybody on this team. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anybody can fall, God forbid, but yeah. And we just need somebody to be quickly step into that role and fill, where that standard does not drop. And so, like, I just really felt confident with him out there. After like the first 4 or 5 plays, just watching him ball, I'm like, all right, cool. We ain't missing nothing. Not even saying I had that thought beforehand, but still, I was like, okay, he came here to play. So, I mean, that's expected out of all of us, from the freshmen to the seniors to everybody.
Anything else for MJ? Okay.